Welcome back to Steins Gate and Happy New Year. I know I said that at the start of the last video as well, but this is the first time I've recorded anything in 2019, so I thought I'd say it again. So, I don't even know how long it's been since I actually recorded the last video. I don't remember a lot of what was happening, but I know we had to basically decide between going back in time, or not going back in time, but reversing the D-mail, saving Mayuri, but at the cost of Faris's dad's death, which is not so good. Or we let Faris's dad live, but we stay on this world line with Mayuri destined, essentially, to die. I think we were building up to that choice where I left it before, so I might very quickly have to make some tough decisions. So let's just get started and see what happens.
だが、もしかすれば、お前もパパさんを失わず、マユリも死なない、そういう世界があるかもしれないんだ。それを探す努力をもっと。
We can do something. There might be a world where you don't lose your dad and Mayuri doesn't die. If we try...
いいの。もう、いいの。
It's okay. I've accepted it.
私はもう逃げたくないから。
I don't want to run away anymore. There's nothing I can say to that. So instead, I tightly embrace her slender body.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
ねえ、ちょっとだけ泣いていいかな。過去を元に戻す前にパパのために泣いてもいいかな。
Is it okay if I cry a little? Before we change things back, is it okay if I cry for Papa? She's already crying, but I don't say anything. Instead, I silently nod. Faris's body trembles with emotion as I hold her. Father is sleeping in the room next door, so she probably doesn't want him to hear. She cries into my chest, muffling her sobs. It's almost noon. I feel dizzy. It's like my brain is rusty. My whole body is heavy with fatigue. The pain from my wounds has subsided, thankfully, but in the end, I couldn't sleep a wink. I promised Faris that we'd commence the operation at noon. Until then, we wait at Faris's apartment. I've already contacted Daru and the others back at the lab. I told them we'd be performing an experiment today.
今日な。
フェイリス。
I can see the traces of tears on her face. The sight makes my heart ache.
今からパパに最後のご挨拶をしてくるにゃ。
I'll go say my last goodbyes to Papa now, Nyan. Oh? Her usual speaking habits returned the second she donned her cat ears. What a nifty piece of equipment.
しばらくパパと二人きりにさせてもらうにゃ。
Let me be alone with Papa for a while, Nya. Maybe I should say wait. Maybe I should say sorry. But I say nothing to Faris's back as she heads to her father's study. By the time Faris finishes her farewells with her father and comes out of the study, the phone wave, named subject to changes settings, are already complete. I contact Daru at the lab and make sure the Brawn Tube Workshop's 42-inch CRT is turned on. Now all we have to do is send the D-mail. But I hesitate. Looks so sad. Instead of meeting Faris's eyes, I look down at my feet. Eternal separation from her father. I wonder what Faris is thinking now.
今日な、そんな顔しちゃダメだにゃ。今日は何にも悪いことしてないにゃ。
Don't be like that, Kyoma. You've done nothing wrong, Nyan.
だが。
But...
にゃんにゃー。もうその話はおしまいにゃ。
Nyan Nyan, no more talking, Nyan.
わかった
Okay. Can't stay sad when Faris is trying to cheer me up. I steel myself for what I need to do. Yesterday, just before she left the room, Faris told me the contents of the first D-mail she sent. 100 mil for your kid. Take the train. That mail stopped her father from getting on the airplane. As a result, he didn't die. But that wasn't the only effect it had on the timeline. Her father needed to sell the IBN 5100 to prepare the 100 million yen ransom. As a result, Faris never donated the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. With her father alive, Faris didn't participate in Akihabara's city development conferences. Otaku-oriented businesses never took root in Akiba. May Queen plus Nyan Squared never opened. Faris wasn't as busy, which allowed her to join the Raynet tournament circuit. In other words, this world line's Faris has a normal life. On the world line I came from, Faris was not only a student, but also the heir to her father's company, an influential member of the Akihabara Development Board, and a part-time maid waitress. Which life is better for her? Which will give her greater happiness? Not my decision, it's hers. And her decision is to return to the way things were. I'm just here to help her wake up from this dream. Faris has already entered the cancellation D-mail. JK on ransom. I love you, Papa. See you soon. These are Faris's true last words to her father.
ちなみに世界が元に戻ったらフェイリスの今の記憶も全部なくなっちゃうのかにゃ
When we change things back, will my memories of this world disappear, Nya?
そんなことはあるものかきっと覚えてるさ
Of course not. You'll remember.
なぜならお前は今過去を変える前と変えた後両方の記憶を持っているだろう
You have memories from both worlds right now, don't you?
だからあんなに必死にフェイリスを助けてくれたのかにゃ
Is that why you were so desperate to help Faris, Nya?
それは解釈は自由だ
That's open to your interpretation. I feel my cheeks get warm, so I hang my head to hide my face.
フェイリスは京馬との時間を忘れたくないにゃ
Faris doesn't want to forget her time with Kyoma, yeah?
ありがとう
Thank you. I take Faris's phone. I'm sorry, Faris. I lied to you. When we change things back to the way they were, your memories of this world line will almost certainly disappear. Perhaps another miracle will happen, and you'll regain your memories of this world line too. But I can't be sure. There are no guarantees. And so, I will engrave these memories onto my heart. The memory of Faris, the Raynet champion. The memory of her father, who gave thanks to a stranger like me for protecting his daughter. I will carry them for you, always.
それじゃあバイバイパパ
It must be done. For Mayuri's sake. I must erase Faris's memories just as I did Suzuha's. There's no other way. I give Faris back her phone.
京馬
No?
俺はまだ夢を終わらせたくはない
I'm not sure if I was meant to actually do it or not. Like if I was meant to open the phone up and send it or if it will force me to send it. I don't know. We'll see. I won't let this dream end yet. If it doesn't force me to and I end up not going back in time, I'll just play that out, reload and do it again. We'll get to see the other ending, I guess. Don't jump to conclusions. We should explore other methods. After all, her father's life hangs in the
別の
balance.
方法を試してみよ
Let's try another way.
お前のパパさんを殺せないよ。
I can't kill your dad.
京馬ごめんにゃ。
I'm sorry, Nya.
フェイリスが迷わせちゃったにゃ。
Paris led you astray, Nya.
いや、いいんだ。俺が決めたことだ。
No, it's okay. This is my decision. I don't have what it takes to be a god. That burden is too much for me to bear. Well, I'm guessing I accidentally didn't do it. Or that happens whatever and it's always delayed. I don't know. We'll see. Faris's father is still at home, so we go to the UPX cafe to talk. Faris orders a sandwich.
それで京馬には他に何か方法があるのかにゃ。
Do you have something in mind, yeah?
これは賭けになるが、
It's a gamble,
フェイリスパパに送る D メールの内容を変更する。
but we can change the contents of the D-mail you sent.
じゃあフェイリスが最初に送った狂言の脅迫メールは取り消さないままなのかにゃ。
We're not going to cancel the first prank mail, yeah?
そういうことになる。
Exactly.
IBN5100 が俺の手元に戻ってくれば勝ちなんだ。フェイリスパパが死ぬ必要なんてない。
I win as long as I get back the IBN 5100. Your father doesn't need to die. Right as I say that, the employee comes to us with the sandwich and drinks. And probably looks very confused at the conversation that they're overhearing. Oh yeah, see? She looks startled.
ゲームの話です。
We're talking about a game. The employee forces a smile at my lame excuse, then heads back inside. I turn back to
だか
Faris.
ら例えば D メールの内容をこうすれば話は早いと思う。
I think we should send a D-mail that says something like,
IBN5100 を岡部倫太郎に渡すまで絶対に手放すな。
Give the IBN 5100 to Okabe Rintaro? I think 10 years is about the limit of how far back we can send emails. Phone mail didn't become widespread until then. Lukaku's mum's pager was a special case, but even that was still limited to the 1990s. So I don't think we can do anything fancy, like tell Faris's dad to start stockpiling IBN 5100s in 1975.
でもその時期のパパは会社が傾きかけててお金はなかったにゃ。
But you know, back then, Papa's company was down and he didn't have much capital, yeah?
フェイリスが誘拐されたと知ったらパパは何を言われても IBN5100 を売っちゃう気がするのにゃ。
I doubt you could say anything to stop him from selling the IBN 5100 if he needed money to save me, Nyan. Faris frowns and takes a bite of her egg sandwich.
それは書き方次第だろう。最初の D メールに関連させてしまえばフェイリスパパも別の方法を取るはずだ。
That depends on what we send. If we make it seem like it came from the kidnappers, then your father has to find another way.
レトロ PC 収集家なら他にも売れる PC はたくさん持っていたんだろう。
He's a retro PC collector, so he should have plenty of other PCs he could sell, right?
そんなのは結局大した額にはならないのにゃ。 IBN5100 だけは当時たまたま法外な値段で買ってくれる相手がいたっていうだけなのにゃ。
We didn't get enough money with those, Nyan. Back then, the IBN 5100 was the only one people would pay through the nose for, Nyan.
そこはお前にうまくやってもらうしかない。
Then this is something only you can pull off.
改めて言うがこれは賭けだ。
I'll say it again, this is only a bet. A bet to escape the responsibilities of a god.
改変によって世界線がどの程度動くのか、その結果改変された世界線がどんな世界なのか、それは俺にもわからない。
How will the world line change? What will that new world line bring? I don't have the
も
answers.
しかするとマユリもフェイリスパパも助からない世界になるかもしれないが、逆にどちらも助かる可能性もある。
It may become a world where neither Mayuri nor your father can be saved, but it could also be one where both can.
確信なんて俺にもないんだ。だがこのままじゃいけない。このまま マユリを死なせることもフェイリスパパを死なせることも俺にはできない。
There's no way to be sure, but I can't leave things the way they are. I can't let Mayuri die, and I can't let your dad die. A gamble. All or nothing. Is Faris all right with that? 2 lives hang in the balance. I don't want to be making decisions that affect whether people live or die, but I can't think of any alternative.
京馬がそう決めたなら、フェイリスはそれでいいにゃ。
If that's your decision, then it's okay with me, Nyan?
本当に
Me?
パパのこと助けようとしてくれてるんだって分かってるにゃ。
I know that you're trying to save Papa, Nyan,
だから感謝したいぐらいにゃ。
and I'm really grateful for that, Nyan.
京馬のこと本気で好きになっちゃいそうにゃ。
I think I'm falling in love with you, Nya.
からかうな。
Don't tease me like that.
からかってなんてないにゃ。
And I'm not just teasing, Nyan. Faris pouts cutely.
京馬はフェイリスみたいな女は嫌いかにゃ。
Does Kyoma hate girls like me, Nya? Stares into my eyes, saying nothing.
さすがメイクインニャンニャンの人気ナンバーワンメイドだな。客への媚び方をよく心得ている。
No wonder you're May Queen's #1 maid. You know how to flatter your customers.
そういう風にはぐらかす京馬は嫌いにゃ。
I don't like it when Kyoma dodges the question, Nya. Now she makes a sad face and drops her shoulders. Don't tell me that was a real confession of love to me. Sure, Faris is cute. I don't have as much trouble dealing with her as I used to. I could certainly get used to the idea of being with a girl like her. I am a man, after all, and any man would be overjoyed to win the heart of a girl like Faris. But this is no time for romance.
フェイリス、賭けに乗ってくれ。
Faris, let's do this together.
いい結果になると信じて。
It'll come out all right. Trust me.
フェイリスの質問には答えてくれないんだにゃ。しょぼーん。
I guess you're never gonna answer me, Nya? Faris looks a little sad, but after a deep breath, she smiles again.
京馬についていくにゃ。その D メール送ってみようにゃ。
I'm with you, Kyoma. Let's send that D-mail, Nya? We have our plan. Will the dice come up odd or even? Not even God knows. I take Faris with me to the lab, and Daru weeps tears of joy at her safety. Mayuri jumps on her with a hug. Kurisu keeps reading, her expression aloof. I tell the 3 of them I'll explain later, though I don't know if I'll get the opportunity since we're changing the past, and head with Faris straight to the development room. Faris has already written the D-mail. The root of the problem is her fake ransom demand, which caused her father to sell his IBN 5100. This is a second threatening email written to prevent that. Its time of arrival is 1 hour after the first email. I set the timer and exchange glances with Faris.
もう戻れないぞ。
There's no turning back.
世界線が変わっても京馬のこと覚えていられるといいにゃ。
I hope I still remember you, Nya, after the world line changes. Even that is no guarantee. This isn't like Suzuha's case, where I returned the warped world line back to normal. We're warping it even more. I wouldn't be surprised if there were changes more drastic than the elimination of Moe from Akiba. I was going for Akihabara there. Realised that's not what it said.
フェイリスが忘れてしまっても俺は覚えている。
Even if you forget, I'll remember.
京馬手を握ってほしいにゃ。
Kyoma, I want you to hold hands. I forgot how many times she just squeezes nya into a sentence, even when it's completely I mean, it's always unnecessary, but really, want to? Wanya? I take Faris's hand, then activate the microwave.
いいぞフェイリス。
Go for it, Faris.
送信にゃん
Sending? Yeah. Oh, stuff's happening. Feel like I may have missed an opportunity to send the original email that they were planning on. And now I'm off in one of the other endings. And it was honestly unintentional. I was just sitting there waiting for the game to have the phone open for me and for me to just have to press, like, send. But the phone never opened, and now I feel like I've gone down a branch that maybe I wasn't originally intending to go down. Because I mentioned last time that my plan was to do the whole game, ideally without doing the different branches. But I guess that may have not happened. Anyway, the warmth of Faris's hand suddenly disappears from mine.
Huh?
What? The summer sun fills my distorted vision. Next comes the noise of Akiba, the voices of the crowd, and the theme songs of electronic shops. Well, it seems like Moe might be back.
これは
This is teleportation. I realise I'm standing on Chuodori, right in front of Animate. Animate? The anime shop? I scan the street.
萌え系ショップが復活している
All the Moe stores are back. The world line must have changed. That's evident from the fact that reading Steiner kicked in. Faris, however, is nowhere to be seen. Even though we were standing right next to each other just a moment ago, hand in hand, she disappeared. Did her very existence disappear? No, that's absurd. I refuse to accept that. So did our plan work? Or are things even worse now? I need to explore this new world line. Ooh. I head to the Tenoji residence and find Nai there, home alone. I managed to convince her to let me in. The divergence meter is there, as expected. What? The first digit is blank. It now reads 0.275349%. Is it broken? Or is there a reason for the missing digit? Maybe it doesn't show 0. Maybe you're like really close to... I can't remember what they needed to get to completely diverge. Like, I'm assuming it wasn't 0. It had to be a higher number than that. I just can't remember what the number was. Because obviously it's not a good... Because if it's... If they have to bring it to 0, it's a good thing if it's getting smaller. But I don't think it's 0 because they wanted to have diverged. But if it's getting smaller and they want it to have increased, then we've made a mistake. And this is not a good change, I guess. Anyway, better make a note of this number on my phone. When I checked the divergence meter after erasing our memories with Suzuha, the number was above 0.4%. The current number is significantly lower now. But the bigger question is that missing first digit. Yeah, if there was a 0 before...
誰ですか? うちに何の用ですか?
Who are you? What do you want? It's not a good sign that she's forgotten Okarin completely, I think. We've potentially made some very big changes. Nai peeks at me from behind the sliding door. She's acting even more afraid than usual. Well, if she doesn't know who he is, like, it's not surprising she's afraid of a random guy in her house. I don't want her to tattle on me to her dad. I better calm her down
いきなり
somehow.
押しかけて悪かったなだが用は済んだ
Sorry for the sudden visit. I'm done.
ちなみにこの家の場所はお前の親父さんに教えてもらったのだ
By the way, your old man's the one who showed me how to get here. That doesn't seem to allay her nervousness much, and she still doesn't come any closer.
誰ですか? もう出てってください。でないと警察を呼びます。それと私のお父さんはとっても強いです。
Who are you? Please, get out. If you don't, I'll call the police. My daddy's really, really strong. What's going on here?
誰ですかってひどいなたまに会うだろ
Who am I? Come on, we've met any number of times.
お前の親父さんの店の2階を借りてるだろ。忘れたのか？
I rent out the second floor of your old man's shop, remember?
お父さん、助けて。
Oh, Daddy!
いやいやいや、ちょっと待て。
Whoa, now hold on a second.
ひどいことしたら舌噛んで死にます。
If you touch me, I'll bite my tongue and die.
いや、しないから。というより、本当に俺のことを覚えていないのか？
I'm not gonna touch you, okay? You really don't remember me? Nai shakes her head frantically.
会ったこともないと。
We've never met. She nods.
それは悪かった。俺はお前の親父さんと知り合いでな。
Oh, sorry about that. I'm friends with your old man.
用は済んだからもう帰るよ。
I'm done here, so I'll be going now. My thoughts are a jumble, but I force a smile to hide my confusion and leave the Tenoji residence behind. Something like this was bound to happen. It's a small comfort, but I knew the risks when I chose this path. Given that cancelling the Suzuha D-mail only changed divergence by 0.07%, a change of 0.2% likely means a dramatic shift in the world line, at least from my perspective. It's entirely possible that past events on this world line, my relationships included, are very difficult from what I remember. As proof, with the sole exception of Faris, all contacts have disappeared from my phone. That's nothing but pure horror to me. Save Mayuri and Faris's father, we warped the fabric of time even more than it had been warped already. To lose everyone other than Faris? That would be unbearable. Yeah, I may have chosen... That's the wrong button. I was gonna check my phone. Oh, but yeah, that's a really empty phone address book. He literally knows no one else. Do I have any? Nope. It's a very empty phone. Yeah, I think I missed the chance to keep trying to save my Yuri. I think I may have gone towards an ending, so see what happens. That can't have happened. They can't have disappeared. I'm sure they still exist. My phone is just broken, is all. Yeah, that's probably it. I knew this might happen. I accepted the risks. But at the same time, I don't want my relationships with my friends to change. I hold that desperate wish in my mind. Mayuri, Daru, and Kurisu should be in the lab like usual. Once I get there, Mayuri will greet me cheerfully. Right? I climb the stairs to the second floor, praying that everything will be alright. And there, I realise that my prayers were for naught. Second floor is vacant. And of course, the time leap machine is nowhere to be found.
メイクインはあるのか？
No May Queen exists. Still in a daze, I wander to the maid cafe in search of a familiar face. I'm actually going to leave it there because it's been nearly half an hour, I think, maybe a bit less. But we'll leave it there for now. I'm going to try and record another one to update later this week. So the plan is 2 videos this week, and then once I'm getting back into the swing of things, hopefully back to 3 videos a week. But just 2 this week, but they should be a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm pretty sure now that I missed the chance to send the D-mail and stay on what I guess is the main story. You know, like when I did send the D-mail to Suzuha and everyone was like, oh, you've missed one of the endings. I'm pretty sure I've now found one of the endings. So I don't know how long this divergence is going to be, but basically I'm going to continue with this, and if it ends, I'll reload a save just before sending the D-mail or not, send the D-mail, and then we'll keep going from there. So we'll see how messed up things, or how much has this D-mail screwed everything up? Who knows? Well, I think some of you know, but I don't know. And I will find out next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It is good to be back, and I will see you next time.